Okay guys, this is going to be a review of the 511 Tactical 5-in-1 jacket. The reason it's called the 5-in-1 is because there's 5 different ways that you can wear this coat. I just got this coat a couple of days ago and I have had a little bit of use in this coat already, but I'm not going to be able to give you a full review like I will be after this winter. So I can do a follow-up review later, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this review up now since I already have the coat. First of all, I'll tell you guys this coat is pricey. Runs about $230 to $250 online, but there is a lot of quality in this jacket. Everything seems to be pretty high quality from what I can tell so far. This coat is kind of like a 2-in-1. There is a full fleece lining on the inside, and then the outer shell, and the lining is fully zipped inside. Now you can wear the lining separately, and I'm going to get into all that later and show you all that, and you can wear the shell separately as well as take the sleeves off and some other things. Now this jacket can be used for either duty or civilian use. There's a lot of things on this coat that you're going to see though that are more geared toward duty. Mic holders here and here. 236. What's your 20? Copy that. So you can easily place your mics there. You have 2 pockets here, and then inside each pocket you have a little placard that comes out. I need to push that back in there. And you can have these embroidered with your department name or police or any other kind of name. Here's a badge holder right here, and this is pretty nice the way they did this badge holder, because as you can see, the rubberized 511 on the patch is going to keep your badge from moving around a lot like it would do on a lot of uniform shirts. So it's going to keep the badge more secure. And these things are just velcroed in. You can just pull them right off if you want to. Now, the same thing is on the other side, except for the badge holder. Badge goes over the left chest. So, okay guys, then you have these 2 pockets right here, and this works with the backup belt system. You can look up that info online if you'd like to, but there's a look inside that pocket. No zippers, no buttons, and it is deep. Goes all the way over to here, and I can carry my XDS, my Springfield XDS, or my Smith & Wesson J-frame. Let me stop the camera, and I'll go ahead and put the XDS in there right now, and let you see what it looks like. Okay, I now have the XDS, and it's also in the Nate Tactical squared holster in here because I didn't want to unload it, and I didn't want to take it out of the holster and be messing with it inside the jacket without the trigger being covered. So it's right here, and it's a little bit bulkier than what it would normally be because of the holster. There's a much thinner holster that you could go for that would slip in there. But there's a look at what it looks like. Check it out. Both it and the Nate squared tactical holster. So you can see these pockets are very good and work well. Also, some other uses for these pockets would be extra magazines or speed strips for your .357 Magnum revolver. Now guys, also when I'm done with this review and showing you it this way, standing up, I will also put this on the table and show you the inside and show you the quality and all the stitching and everything, so you can get a look at all that for yourself. Now, it's very high quality YKK zippers. I do like the zipper pulls on this with the cord ends that has the 511 logo on there. Very good zippers on here. It also has the zipper on the bottom. Now what this is for, guys, and I didn't know this, someone told me a couple of years ago, when you get in your vehicle, if you have on a longer coat and it bunches and pulls up, when you unzip this zipper, it lets the coat lay flat in the car on your seat. And because your body is scrunched down like this, the coat's going to be bunched up. So that works out good for that. I have used the zippers for that. Then on the outside here, I kind of wish this was, one thing I have to say though, is I kind of wish that this was Velcro instead of the snaps. I like the idea of being out in cold weather and all of a sudden you start to get a chill, and if you have gloves on or whatever, you just only have one arm free, you can just reach over and come up with the Velcro like that. But this does have the snaps, so whatever, got to deal with it. One pocket on each side, the slash pockets. Now, little criticism about these pockets is I do not think they're deep enough. They're more of a square pocket. They're fairly deep, but they're not as deep as I would like them to be. So they do cover the hands, though, all the way to the wrist. If you get too cold and you want to put them in there. This jacket's getting hot on me. Okay, I can tell you guys that I wore this jacket out in about 36-degree weather, and it felt totally windproof to me. This is a heavy fleece lining in here, plus the outer shell. And this is 100% waterproof. I'm going to show you a little demonstration here in a second how water just beads right off the coat, just a little bit on the sleeve, but you'll get the idea. It's excellent for the waterproof factor. Okay, now let's go to the inside for a little bit. You have a standard inside pocket, no Velcro, no snap. None on the left, and that's a criticism of mine. Every jacket should have one on both sides, and this one does not. So, another great thing about this coat, I almost forgot to tell you guys, can't forget this part of it. This is one of the best things, one of the best features of this 511. This is awesome, guys. Now, I shoot left-handed, so my gun would be here, either in the waistband or over the waistband, okay? So in the wintertime, you're outside, you have a coat, and you have a fleece liner over top of this. What 511 did was on both sides, they put a snap here, and then a zipper, same high quality zipper, pull and cord end on here. And then this is open. And then on the inside, fleece lining. See guys, when I'm talking about quality, another snap. That's how thick the fleece is as well. There is a lot of quality in this piece of material. And then unzip this one here. Of course, you would already have this done when you leave the house. You wouldn't be doing this out on the street necessarily, so time is not of the essence. Now, what you have here is a full opening to come in and access your gun, just like if you only was outside with a t-shirt on, but yet it will stay fairly closed. And that is on both sides, as you can see right there. So you have full access to your sidearm. I don't care if you're up here, I don't care if you're back here on the hip. I've tested this and no problem. You can just come in here and all you have to contend with is your t-shirt. So that is pretty awesome. Okay, now I'll go ahead and I'll snap those later. I'll go ahead and put the hood up, let you guys see that. It's a very generous hood. Of course, you can see that I would have to move the camera back up for you guys. You can see that I would have to cinch this hood down. The reason it's made a little bit oversized is so it can go over different things that you wear on your head. I'm not going to mess with it right now, but I could cinch this hood down and have it to where it works pretty well. I like the bill on there. It can go over a baseball hat pretty well, lay flat. So, show it to you from the back. Without the hood. I hope I'm not forgetting a ton of stuff, guys, but that's the way it is. Okay, you have your sleeve pocket. Same high quality YKK zipper. It's a little bit smaller, the zipper. And it has the zipper pull, but it doesn't have the cord end on there. And you have a pocket right here. This is actually fairly deep. It goes to about right there. So what I always think in this pocket is I could run a spare magazine for the XDS. I could run the Squirt PS4 multi-tool. I believe that's what it's called. I'm sorry, I forget. I could run that multi-tool in there. I could run spare batteries for my Olight, the 18650 rechargeables. I could easily put 2 batteries in that pocket for that, and I would never even know that it's there. There's a lot of things you could do. Backup knife. the small LA wallet. There's so many little things you could put in that pocket on the sleeve. Oh, and what is excellent is we have one on both sleeves, and I didn't even realize that until now, guy. The coat's still new to me, and I wanted to do my own review my way. I didn't want to watch someone else's review and copy all the things that they said. It makes no sense to me to do that. So I wanted to do my own personal review on this jacket without watching other reviews. But keep in mind, this jacket is still really new to me. So I'll be able to give you an update video on it later on after I really test it out. Also, if you look here, am I even in frame here? I can't see. See, it has your adjustment here for your sleeve. It's a real nice soft material flap, same material as the coat. And then on this one, it has the 511 logo on that one. So, I can tell you this, I believe this coat would work to sub-freezing temperatures. I don't know about extreme sub-freezing, but I think that this would easily work into the teens. I will have to test that for you this year, and we'll definitely be down in the teens at some point. But I can't speak to that until I do it myself. I don't want to repeat what someone else has said or what I've heard. I'm going to test this myself and let you know how it works. And I will never be layering underneath. This micro fleece layer under here is heavy, and it does have material sewn on top of the micro fleece. It's right here. It keeps it from peeling and wearing out, because micro fleece can wear out on you. It is exposed on the collar, but right here is reinforcements. And where these reinforcements are at is when you zip this up, right where your mouth would be. So it keeps the stubble from your beard from really tearing this up, and it keeps it away from your mouth, okay? Because there's going to be moisture when you breathe. So it's just a lot of little details, guys, that I found in this 511 jacket that really make it nice. Now, a lot of people are going to say, wow, $230 to $250, you're crazy, I would never buy that coat. You know, all kinds of ads are common here that you'll see when I put this video up. But the thing is, it's all in what you're looking for. You get what you pay for. Is this overpriced? I do believe it is. I do believe it is. It has the 511 name, and it is, while it is very high quality, $230 to $250, I don't really see it. You know, you're paying for the name a lot of times, but in a lot of cases, that's what we have to do. You know, it goes the same with guns and everything on down the line. You know, you have a Colt 1911 that's $900, and you have a Rock Island Armory 1911 that's $400. And the Rock Island Armories were made on the same tooling and machines as the Colts were. So you see, there's a lot that you pay for in a name. But I'm not going to get into all that now. Let's do a water test, shall we? I'll be back with some water, and we'll see what this looks like when it gets wet. Okay. Some water I'm going to pour. Just going to hold this up, and hopefully this shows up. Water beads right off, like water off a duck's back. Let me see if I can show you here. Okay, here it goes. It's actually pretty cool the way this water beads off. Now this is where this coat's really going to come in handy this winter. Let's see if I can show you those droplets right there. Boom. And the water just shed right off. The funniest thing is, guys, the coat is completely dry where all the water was. I'm not even kidding. The coat is completely 100% dry where all that water hit. It's so weird. You know, it almost kind of looks like, you ever play with mercury when you were a kid? It's kind of what it looks like when you used to play with mercury. Okay, guys, now I'm going to show you the different ways you can wear this jacket. I'm trying not to get this video long, guys. Please Forgive me if it does go long. I don't want to do a fancy 40-minute review, but I just want to get all the info out there because there's a lot of guys like me that look this up to buy it, and you want to know what is what. I'm going to show you the different ways you can wear this. Turn off the camera and I'll start, and I'll let you know what each piece is. Okay guys, something I wanted to show you before I take this fleece out that I didn't even know was in there. This is really, really a good idea. If you want to know what will keep your fleece from coming out of the sleeves more, and what the most important thing, what will keep your fleece from coming off every time you take the jacket off and keep your sleeves, hey, sleeves pull up on the inside of coats all the time. There's a snap down here at the end of the 511 sleeve that attaches to some nylon on your fleece. So when you pull your arm out of this thing, I have noticed that this would roll up a little bit on me, but if it wasn't for this, this would have came all the way up the sleeve on me. I just want to show you guys that real quick before I get it out of there. This is pretty cool too. This is right at the back of your collar. This is the collar of the fleece. There's also one snap down on the back of that collar. Don't forget also, you have heavy duty wide teeth zippers going all the way up on both sides with the same zippers and zipper pulls as the other ones that I showed you. Let me get you a shot of that here, if I can. Where are we at here? Right here, the zipper that attaches this to the coat has the same pull and cord end, and then now this will be used to actually zip the fleece. Okay guys, I'm not going to keep this on for very long. This thing's soaked inside from the portion of the review that I've done so far, so I got to get this off ASAP. There's another really cool feature I got to show you guys about this coat, something I've never seen before. There it is, the fleece jacket. It does have two side zip pockets as well as velcroed backup belt system pockets up here. Just very nice, man. Very nice. I haven't never had this out of there yet. Very cool, but I got to show you guys something that I just found. Okay, because this is the same zipper that attaches this to the coat and zips this up. Look at how this zipper's made. When you go to put this back in the coat, this swings all the way around to that side, because when you zip it in the coat, the pull has to be on this side. Now when I got it out of the coat and I went to put this on, the zipper pull was on this side. Okay, which means this is the way I'm looking at it, to zip it up. So I looked behind and saw that this just swings right back around all the way 180 degrees. That is some cool stuff. Never seen anything like that before. Give you guys one more look and then I'll go to the shell. I like this. Definitely. Very soft and comfortable. Could definitely see me wearing this out. I'm going to turn it inside out and take the sleeves out of it because it's wet on the... It was soaked when I just put my arms back in it. Very good. Okay guys, here's just the shell alone. This has no fleece under it at all. You can definitely feel that it's much more lightweight. Still has a heavy-duty, rugged feel to it, but there's no doubt it's a lighter weight. Now, if you want to know about sizing, once again, if you didn't see my other video, I'm 6'3", 265 pounds. This coat is a 2X. This 2X fits me fine, and I will never be layering underneath. With the fleece that comes in here, the heavy-duty fleece, and this shell, I would never make it any more bulky by putting anything underneath, and I don't think I would ever need anything more underneath the liner and this. So the 2X fits fine on me. Unfortunately for you bigger guys, I have not anywhere on the internet seen anybody that has these bigger than 2X. I believe that 2X is the biggest that 511 goes on this jacket. Okay, so basically when you have the shell on, you have all the things that I showed you when the liner was under it, just minus the liner. That's the back. You still have your side zips, so you can get to your gun right or left. As well as with the fleece on, you still have that zip. So if you're just wearing the fleece, you're still going to have that zip. Okay? I'll show you guys. Okay guys, the sleeves come off of the fleece. Now, this is probably the way I should have been wearing this. I'll show you in a second when I was doing this review. So now that you have your sleeves off the fleece, and we're going to pretend that I attached this back in the shell, even though it's not going to be. But you could also now put on the shell, which a lot of times is going to come in better and more comfortable for me because my arms tend to get hot. Now I can have the fleece and the shell with just the shell sleeves. And that's probably going to be a lot of the way I wear this until it gets down to below 30. It feels much more comfortable to me. And my arms don't easily get cold. So there you go, guys. I think I covered everything I need to, guys. Oh, there's also there's a zippered pocket on this side of just the shell, okay, that you can get into that you would not be able to get into with the fleece attached. Then on this side, there's a Velcro pocket. Really cool stuff. Love it. You could have backup things in there behind your fleece. Who knows what? Cash. No one would see these pockets if you're walking around and someone was to try to rob you. You could have your cash stashed behind the fleece, and I don't really believe that anybody would know or realize that there would be pockets back there. So it could come in handy. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm not even going to do anything on the tabletop. This review is good enough. I don't want to go fancy on you. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. A bit pricey. Probably a lot more options out there, guys, that you can go with. So choose wisely. I wouldn't recommend, if it's the only money you have, to go out and buy this. But if you have money to play with, and this is something you're looking for, it might be a good coat for you. Alright, guys. Until next time, this is H4T, and I am out.